You know, an increasingly large amount of people tends to call me hipster. And I don't know whatever gave them that idea. Weird. Hello people of YouTube and welcome to a video about, yes indeed, hipsters. Yesterday in the night I started thinking about life and fashion because those are the things that I worry about in the world, and my mind slowly bended its way to the word hipster. I get the feeling that the word hipster over the course of the past few years has kind of lost its original meaning. And before you click away because this doesn't sound interesting, don't, please. I don't have any argument for that, just please don't click away. Okay, but let me explain. Being a hipster, in my point of view that is fashionable at this point in time. Which is, as far as I know, the exact opposite of the original definition of the word hipster. Let me explain further. Today, being a hipster refers to teenagers in flannels and jean jackets, drinking tea from glass jars, riding around on their pennyboards, or even better, longboards. Do I even need to continue? You know the kind of people that I'm talking about, wearing beanies, you know, that sort of fun stuff. But, as I said, it's fashionable, and originally that wasn't what being a hipster was all about. As far as I know, being a hipster originally referred to a group of early adopters, and early adopters in marketing are the group of people that buy products before the majority. Think of the long queue in front of an Apple store when a new iPhone gets released, something like that. Combining that with, for some reason, drinking a lot of coffee and a somewhat odd style of clothing and behaving and living, you call those people hipsters. And as I said, over the course of the past few years, teenagers started adopting that style, and I'm referring to myself as well. Teenagers started adopting that style of drinking a lot of Starbucks, wearing beanies, wearing flannels, dressing a bit retro or vintage or whatever the fuck that's called, playing 33 RPM records, that sort of stuff. And it's a big group of people now, a majority, which by definition kind of is the opposite of what the original hipsters were all about. And to be fair, I don't think the word hipster is ever going to be attributed to the group of early adopters again, but it's at this moment just a teenager thing that in a few years will die out when teenagers find something new. But now there is a thing. What do we call the people that were the early majority that drank a lot of Starbucks and had a slightly odd style of clothing a few years ago? Oh, I know something. Maybe we should call them nerds. And I don't mean that in a disrespectful way. I mean that in a way that is culturally universal, so like known by everybody around the whole wide world. And it's a very descriptive term, because come on, what do you think of when you see people standing in a queue for the iPhone 6 at 12 in the night while it's going on sale 2 weeks later? So I think nerds would be quite a good term. And hipsters, yeah, let's just leave the word hipster as, well, what it is right now. Even though by its original definition, I must say that I do feel pretty hipster every now and then when I'm rolling my pennyboard over the train station with a piece of carrot cake in my left hand, a vlogging camera in my pocket, and a cup of cappuccino that is not from Starbucks in my right hand, because come on, Starbucks, it's for white girls now. So people, that was my video about hipsters. Thank you very much for watching, and don't forget to randomly push some of the positive buttons down below, and I will most certainly see you next time. Even if you don't want to, I'll be there. Ciao. That was a weird outro.